time of the day. That's right. It's 9:30 and it's time for our readathon. Woo! So right now, Beacon friends, show me some spirit sprinkles out there. Oh yeah, it's the Beacon readathon. Yes. And on our fifth day to celebrate this awesomeness, you have your very own Mrs. Beecham. She's going to be reading to you here in just a short few moments. But I've got to tell you, I am so proud of you. I have seen so many friends this week checking out books because they are excited to read, and they're reading different kinds of books that maybe they might not have ever read before. Like, we have some friends that are checking out nonfiction books for the first time. We have friends that are checking out graphic novel books for the first time. We have friends that are going down to those quick read books and they're like, oh my goodness, I didn't know about Notebook of Doom. Let me tell you, friends, you are discovering books and reading them and sharing the passion of reading. And that's what the Read-a-thon is all about. Now, don't forget that going home, you have those bingo boards, right? So make sure that you're keeping track of your reading here at school and at home. And those bingo boards will be entered in for a drawing of the potential of winning some prizes. Now, this is also a potential fundraiser for our school. So make sure that you talk to your families about the fundraising parts and how we can help our school get more awesome stuff. Oh, so fun. Now, here's what I'm going to tell you about today. Today, Mrs. Beecham is stepping out of her comfort zone. She's a little shy right now about wanting to read this awesome book. We're going to get ready. We're going to have Mrs. Beecham read one of our March Book Madness books. And I know that many of you have yet to read this book, and that's why we're really excited to share it with you today. So Mrs. Beecham, in just a few moments, she's going to be sharing this wonderful book with you. It's called My First Day. And My First Day is a wonderful book. It takes place, I do believe, Mrs. Beecham, can you remind me? It takes place in Korea, right? In South Korea? Or in Vietnam, sorry. It takes place in Vietnam. And you're going to meet a beautiful little boy, and he's on his travels to go to school. This book was written by a wonderful team. Their names are Phung Nang Quang and Hung Kim Lien. And I gotta tell you, what's neat about this book is that if you look up, they have a website at the back end of the end cover. You can go to their website. They have beautiful artwork because not only did they write the book together as a team, but they also created these beautiful illustrations. So I hope that you enjoy this wonderful book with our awesome very own Mrs. Beecham today. Without much further ado, everyone right now, can you show me some awesome spirit sprinkles for our favorite friend, Mrs. Beecham? Oh, yes. All right, Mrs. Beecham's coming over. I'm expecting awesome leaders.
Good morning, everybody. Let's see if I can get this up here. My first day. I don't know if I can get it where everybody can see it or not. My first day, when the great river Mother Mingkon tumbles into the endless sea, that is where I live. I wake up with the sun creeping into the sky and wait for the tide and time to bring to me my little open boat. Today is the first day. His first day of what? We got to find out what his first day is. This is the first time I've made this trip on my own, wading through the floodwaters and forest. Mama says I'm big enough now to go by myself. Papa says to be careful because that's what papas do. I paddle out into the floodwaters, past yesterdays and all the things I didn't know. Look at that beautiful picture. Isn't that beautiful? I set out upon the waves and begin my adventure. How many of you would go out in a paddle boat by yourself? Think about something like that. The river swells, the water sketches as far as forever in front of me, and there is still a world to learn. See, look at him way up there on top of that wave. As the skies grow dark with the rain, the rough waters bring to me the opening of the mangrove forest. It's different when you're alone in the unfamiliar hallways of the forest. I hear the chatter of the classroom full of animals as I move by. The mangroves hide 1,000 eyes, all looking at me. Can you see the crocodile down here looking at him? That's what he's kind of looking at there. When you don't know a place, it can be scary. The jungle calls your name, asks you to be brave. Still, fear slithers in like a python. There's like snakes everywhere there. But what you know can make a difference. Turn the unfamiliar into family. I get to trace the edges of my path, do it for myself, write my name across the blackboard of the river. Isn't this gorgeous? The sky is a crayon box full of colors for me to take flight, grow my own wings, a dance of storks and new worlds. Schools of fish glint beneath the waves. Even water buffalo galloping near the shore. Finally, the shore. Below their welcome. Look at all those water buffaloes. How'd you like to have a boat through all those? Hello, buffalo. See, he's petting one of them. Hello, friends. See, his other friends are coming in the boats too. What do you think it's the first day of? Hello, first day of school. My journey ends. That's the end of the book. Hope you enjoyed it. Miss Rip, we'll be back with you in just a moment. Miss Rip.
I'm running. I'm here. Holy macaroni. I'm here. What? I was helping somebody cut some cardboard because, you know, those leprechaun traps are amazing. Okay, so let's talk about this book because it is a March Book Madness book. And that means we need to savor the book. So before we have a dance party for this awesome Friday morning, let's savor the book a little bit. So I want to see some thumbs up, thumbs down. Was the story easy to follow, like a beginning, middle, and end? Right? Yeah, very clearly written. We've got a kid on their journey to school, right? But thumbs up, thumbs down, does that journey look similar to your journey to school? Yeah, I don't take a boat to school. I don't. All right. Now I'm thinking about what we have. All right, so we've talked about the story, the quality of the illustrations. I tell you what, Zoom does not do this justice. But this was my favorite illustration right here. And I don't know how many of you have ever seen the movie Fantasia before, but this reminded me of Fantasia. When I was a little kid, I had never heard classical music until my family showed me the movie by Disney, Fantasia, and the illustrations, from those animators were just amazing. And I feel like the illustrations here give me that same feeling of like the perspective of wow, right? That's the amazing part that illustrations can do, is that they can pull you in and really help you understand someone's feelings, someone's journey. And I love that. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Did you feel that with these illustrations? Yeah, they're beautiful. All right, the feel. Did you feel excited and feel like, wow, this is a journey to get to school? Did you feel like, woo, where is this kiddo going? I did too. Like there was some feels there like, oh, this is long, this is taking long. But then you got there, right? What I found interesting in the craft was that a lot of the author used this descriptive language, right? Like Mrs. Beecham and I, we were talking about this page in particular about the water buffalo. So we have even water buffalo galumphing near the shore. Think about that word, galumphing. That you can hear and feel the sound in that, right? And that's part of the author's choice. They could have just said, and the water buffalo are gathered near the shore, right? It didn't. The authors chose a juicy word there as part of their craft to really help you feel and understand what are those water buffalo doing. They're galumphing. You can almost hear getting together there. Yes, I totally just made that noise over Zoom. Okay, wow factor. What do you think? Overall wow factor. Did you enjoy this beautiful book? what was neat was that there was some information. I love that. I love when books give me an overall, like a little bit of juice about like, what this is a place I've never been before. And so they give you a little bit of background knowledge. I love that part of this book. All right. So this was my first day. This afternoon at 2:30, you're going to hear the pairing of the book rumble of the books for the March Book Madness in the first round. And that's going to be right here in Zonya's Rainforest. Okay. Also, teachers, check your inbox very soon after the Zoom. I will be sending out an email to all of you so that, and then I will be running down the hallways and giving you a QR code so that if students throughout the day want to start voting for those favorite books, the voting has gone live for March Book Madness. So if you want to start voting for those favorites, oh my goodness, let's start voting. And I know a lot of you love like Peepo every night is pizza night. I know there's some favorites out there. So happy Friday. Thank you so much for joining for such a great book for this morning. I will definitely see you this afternoon at 2:30 because first of all, we're going to dance. And then second of all, we're going to enjoy a great book. Happy Friday. Let's get some spirit sprinkles out there and let's start dancing. Here we go. Just clap your hands and stop your feet and sing it. It doesn't matter if you bad. It doesn't matter if she hurt you so. Get up and dance. Just feel that beat and sing it. I don't know what you've been told, but music make you lose control. Sing, 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 sing. Happy Friday, Beecham! Have fun reading!